Hello, my name is Robert Kinywa. Welcome to Kipaji Realities. And today, I know some of you are wondering, why am I wearing this? On my left, on my right, why do I have bags? Like I'm all set for travels, I'm all set for cook. But it's a beautiful episode. We're going to know where all this is coming from. Who is behind all this? Who is the tailor? Who is the creator of all this? So, this woman has been on a journey for 9 years. She has created something beautiful. The minds of these kids are amazing. They are actors. They are people who have a bright future. The vision is brighter, bigger. So, if you want to learn more, kindly tag along with us, because we are going to have a very beautiful reality show. Courtesy of Kipaji.
Reports that I received that made me start a rescue home was reports that were heartbreaking, because every child needs to live with their parents. So when their parents are the ones that are making them go to the streets, that are hurting them, where will they run to? And there's also one hurting story that one street boy told me that it took me quite a long time to get it out of my mind. Because he told me when he went to the streets the first time, he was only 8 years old. And this big street boy sodomized him. And he told him, "What I've done to you, do it to that dog." And the dog was him. Normally, when I got these children, I thank God for Nairobi Women's because they partner with us. So they have to be treated, and then they need medical care. After medical care, they need counseling, because they are very traumatized and they've seen a lot of things. So even telling them to come back to normal is not a one-day thing. My name is Beatrice Malika. I'm the director of Glory Christian Education Center and Rescue Home. And the education center is in Jadaini. The rescue home is in Kiamumbi. And it's all about children. Yeah. The name came from God when he was asking me to stop working and go and serve him. And where he sent me is where people don't like the slum in Jadaini. And he said that school or whatever ministry was going to do was going to give him glory. So that's why he said it should be called Glory Christian. That's how we found the name. Glory Christians began in 2012. We began in Jadaini, Gomongo, Jadaini, so the Northern Bypass. We began with Bible clubs and talent search, just teaching children about the Bible, about God, to help them also not to be involved in a lot of crime. You know how when children are idle in the slum, what they can do. So we came up with the Bible clubs so that at least they know more about God, as God had sent us there to teach them about Him. So in the process of the Bible club, then bam, God said now school has to begin. And how did the school begin? The school began through, I used to work in Kenyatta University. So our Bible clubs were only on Saturdays in the afternoon. So which means Monday to Friday, the children are free. So as I would pass TRM going to work, I would meet with my boys that we are normally with in the Bible club. So I got so concerned. Why are you not in school? One was had a very genuine reason that actually I respected. Two boys who are brothers, they are now in our rescue home. And they said the main reason of being on the street was so that they can beg for food to go and feed their bedridden mom and their two little brothers. So I was like, now what will happen to them in future? So God started giving me a burden of now having a school, but not a school, a money-making school, not an academy, but a school that was to meet the needs of these children, to meet the needs of food and all that they need, and also still get education for free. So that's how Glory Christian Education Center began. The mother was sick, and due to not getting medical care in time, her health deteriorated, and she was now bedridden. She couldn't walk, she couldn't do anything. So that one meant that these boys were not now the ones who are going to take the responsibility of being parents. And we are not talking about 15-year-olds. We are talking about 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds, 7-year-old. One was 5, one was 7. They were little boys. So what used to really make me sad, sometimes when it's very cold and you pass there and they're shaking and they just telling, but buy for me bread. So first I said an initiative of buying for them breakfast, all of the street kids. So when I said buying for them breakfast, then I realized it's not, what about tomorrow? I'll bring them clothes to keep them warm. I'll buy for them breakfast. But how about when they grow up? What will they become? Of course, they'll be criminals. Because now they'll be big and they'll not be able to beg from people. Yeah, so that's how God spoke about us starting a school. And we began a school for such children. So now, these ones, most of them were from Jadaini. So what we did is just to start with parents to learn about their background. Is it true? This one is saying the parent is bedridden. Is it true? And what can we do? Of course, now I started mobilizing people from our church, especially Sitam Thika Road. And they came in, they gave me clothes. Of course, I asked the size. I have friends that I have. They'll say, give me clothes of your son of this age, of your daughter of this age. And by doing the background check, of course, we went to their parents and we told them what we were planning to do. And this one for the bedridden parent, first we took the mother to hospital because they need their mom. We took her to hospital. We made sure we paid the medical bill as we feed them. And the mother became better. And we gave her a job in our school as our cleaner. So these boys didn't have a reason to go back to the street because we had already given them a solution by the grace of God. The one is 14 and the other one is 12. In the school, we have 400. In the home, we have 30. We have 16 girls and 14 boys. We have 1 month old going up to 17 years. All I was doing was just home-based care, making sure that they don't go back to the street. So I make sure I give them food. And in our school, they would eat breakfast and lunch. And then those who have bedridden parents, we call those packages mercy baskets. Mercy baskets is for parents who are sick, either with cancer, with HIV, with whatever condition that can make a parent not to go and work. They're just on the bed, so we give them those mercy baskets. For those who have big kids, we give them raw food to go and cook. Those who have small children, our cook in the school will cook for them and they just pack so they eat and go and feed their parents. And this one made us to work with the community health workers in Jadaini. So they really used to identify for us the parents that are in need the most, and they will also help us feed them and do things like cleaning and what have you. When I began, I just began on my own. But you see, now when I found the need, I went to talk to my friends. So who are my friends? The one we fellowship with. Then after that, I have a Facebook page, account. So I would also talk to my friends who are on Facebook. Facebook account name is Beatrice Malika, but the school and the home also have a page
called
Glory Christian Education Center and Rescue Home. Reports that I received that made me start a rescue home was reports that were heartbreaking, because every child needs to live with their parents. So when their parents are the ones that are making them go to the streets, that are hurting them, where will they run to? So those were some of the things that used to make me really break up and really cry, because they were very hurting stories. And there's also one hurting story that one street boy told me that it took me quite a long time to get it out of my mind. Because he told me when he went to the streets the first time, he was only 8 years old. And this big street boy uh, sodomized him. And he told him, "What I've done to you, do it to that dog." And the dog was held down. So he had to. I was talking to them about the experiences they had on the streets. This one boy told me, okay, he never used to talk a lot, and every time you talk to him, there'd be a lot of tears in his eyes. So I said, I really want to be your friend. Tell me, how was your experience in the streets? And he said, don't ask me that. It was terrible. It was very bad. One of the street boys, when I started, and that's why you saw I had started taking glue, because it disturbed me. I said, what did he do to you? He said, he did bad manners in my bum bum. And I said, where I got to poo poo. I said, okay. And then he told me what he has done to me, I do it to the dog. And I could barely stand because he had hurt me. I was like, what? They told me that at night streets have managers. So they have the big guys,
yeah.
who own that place.
Okay.
That even when you are begging for money, there's a share. Yeah, and nobody can stop them from doing that to you. And he told me that's why he ran away. He had run to town. So that big street boy did it to him in town. That's how he ran from town and came back to Thika Road Mall. Normally, when I got these children, I thank God for Nairobi Women's because they partner with us. So they have to be treated, and then they need medical care. After medical care, they need counseling, because they are very traumatized and they've seen a lot of things. So even telling them to come back to normal is not a one-day thing. So they had to go through counseling first, and then as they are being treated also physically, any illness they might have contracted through that. And after that, now is when you can rehabilitate them back to the families. He's fine. He's cute. He's doing so well. Now he was on the streets, and normally whoever sent him on the streets was their grandma. He was an orphan. Yeah, so if you don't beg, you don't eat.
Wow.
Yeah, if you don't beg, you don't eat. So the aunt was like, did you bring any money from the street? No. Then my friend, you're not going to eat. Yeah, we pay rent, and actually pay rent for both premises. Pay the children's home 54,000 Kenyan shilling every month, because these are two big houses, one for boys, one for girls. Each is 27,000, so in their two it's 57. In the school we pay 30,000 every month. So only rent is 84,000 every month. We are really trusting God to have our own land and buy our own land and construct it. Yeah, that's why we have a fundraise for that of 100 bob per brick. We have a fund drive that says one brick you can support us by buying a brick, and one brick is 100 shillings. So if you send 100 shillings to our pay bill, which goes straight to the account, and you write brick, so it goes straight to that set account of brick. 761,980. That's our pay bill number. When you send, it comes, the name comes Glory Christian, because it's attached to our bank account. It's just by the grace of God, because until now we have not gotten. You see the way they say donors who send. I don't know. The other homes say we have 500 coming from Germany. We have 500,000 coming from US. As we don't have that, we have not yet reached there, but we have Jesus. So by the grace of God, we get wishers who bring us food, who bring us clothes, stationaries. Others give money. Churches like PCA, Kiukenda, PCA, Kahawa, SCK. We have had full gospel churches. There's SDA, Roysambo, So these churches, other than Sitam Thika Road, they have been coming together, sending their youths. Since they came here, Women Guild of PCA, they come and bring whatever they have. So that's how God has been sending them to be part of us. And other than that, we have also an initiative. We say you can sponsor a child. You can pick a child either in our school or in the rescue, whichever way, and sponsor them at 3,000 a month or whatever you can afford. So when a child is sponsored, you see now this child will not be a problem when it comes to textbooks, when it comes to uniforms, all they need, shoes in school, it will be catered for. And even when they're in the rescue and all of them get sponsored, which we pray, and these things like power, water, rent, it can also be put together and support. So other than that, we also do this. We have kids who are very talented. So we have Maasai kids who their parents, before they died, this is what they used to do. We teach them first, we start with hygiene, so that they know how to take care of themselves. We move them closer to God so that they can go out there and not be corrupt, because they will fear God. And be at least men and women of integrity. And rather than them being taught about Christ and His love, we teach them how to bake. Each child has their own interest. True. And you can't force a child to do what they're not talented in. Exactly. So we did quite a number of things. One time we brought someone to teach them how to make mats. And there were 4 children who picked it up, and they made doormats. Wow. And there is now another one, other than the Maasai kids, who had learned from their parents how to make beadwork. We had to get someone who knows how to do it well. So she came. Again, we bought all kinds of beads. We put them there, and we picked like 7 who we saw they really got interested, and that's how you see all this. Wow. They made all this out of the training, and now they're making. So we sell this. We normally sell them. We normally sell these necklaces, earrings. We make even for boys. Wow. Yeah. Out of now that beadwork of them learning how to make beads, they came out with a sustainability project. We have the key holders that they make. Most of them now know how to make such simple things like key holders, these bracelets. They know how to make them because it's not so hard. And they got interested. And such, there are those who know how to draw, artistic. So they do this. These are still key holders.
There's even shoe.
Yeah.
Sample here of a key holder. Yeah. There's a Kenya shape key holder. Yes. Yeah. There's a beast colored and named Kenya. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
There's a display here, which is very beautiful actually.
Yes.
Amazing. Yeah. Guys, you need to check this out. It's a very beautiful piece. Apron. Actually, I love cooking, so I think I'll go home with this one.
Thank
It's a
you.
very beautiful piece. I've never seen such a kind of very subtle. Wow. So how much does this cost?
That one costs 1,500.
1,500
if
only.
you buy many.
If you buy many.
If you buy one, you buy it 2,000.
2,000.
Yeah.
So this, guys, you need to check this out. For those who do catering or cooking at home, you need to get this one. For only 2,000 pop, if you buy two or more, the price is friendly. You get for 1,500.
That one.
Guys, check it out. How much is that?
That one has it's a set.
It's a set.
Earrings.
Wow.
And it has a bangle.
A bangle.
Yeah.
So this set goes for
1,000 shillings.
Only.
Yes.
1,000 bob only.
Yes.
Jesus. Me, I just don't know. I think I'll take home for my people. So.
And for those who don't like wearing heavy beads, we have such a light thing at only 300.
So this is where you put this around your neck.
Yes.
Simple.
Yeah.
Like this.
It's not heavy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very light. There are those who don't like heavy beads. So these ones, when they come only the bead, it's 300. If it has the bangle and the earrings, then it goes to 500.
500.
Yeah, but this is 300.
For you guys.
Other than now the beadwork and the apron, we also learned how to make this cylinder bags and even rucksacks.
Wow.
So we make also this. Yeah, we make that. That is part of what we do. We have this bag. So people choose. Others say don't make bright colors. Others say bright. Yeah, something out of the box.
So how much is it?
2,000.
2,000 only.
Yes.
Look at this beautiful eye-catching. The colors, how they blend. Support the children. Imagine this is talent. Yeah, this is what they do. This is a cup, by the way. Can you imagine the kind of work done here? Beautiful. How much is it?
2,000.
Only.
They can be found at Glory Christian Rescue Home, or someone can inbox. When they want, they go to our wall or my page, Beatrice Malika. They inbox. We also do deliveries. Yeah, we also do deliveries. And if you have things worth 4,000, it's free delivery. If it's outside Nairobi, we don't do free delivery.
You can organize.
We organize. Okay. We send it to you by post. Yeah, we also have one. We said an initiative of a chicken a child. A chicken a child was you can buy a chicken in the home. So when that chicken lays eggs, that child can eat and we can also sell. So we began that project of a chicken a child 6 months ago.
6 months ago.
Yeah, and it has really come out awesome because now we really have quite a number of chickens.
Like how many?
We had 150. We sold 50. That gave us money to even pay some of our bills. So at the moment we have 8. There are quite a number of challenges, but the biggest challenge of running a home and a school, in which are all free charitable institution, is finances. And the people who are genuine, I realized, we really don't get a lot of help because in the homes, most of us know you just take clothes and food. But there are also expenses. Like now we are paying rent. We need to pay teachers who are teaching these 400 children. They can't teach them for free. We don't have our own land. So rent is an all year through, and so is the salaries. So when we have food, we need the salaries for the teachers, because now we have 15 teachers and 1 cook for those 400 children. We need rent for the home, we need to pay power, which is very expensive, water, which is very expensive. So the biggest challenge of running CCIs is finances, because people rarely give finances. Also because most of the people are not straight.
Genuine.
So you genuine, you give money and it goes to something else. So that is a very big challenge. But for us, we normally say, if you want to pay our water bill, we give you the number for the water bill. We give you the account and where you send it to Kiamumbi Water. If you want to pay our rent, we give you our landlord's account number, so that you don't get to you have your own receipt, and you are sure that actually this money went for water. This money, we give you our power bill account, so you just pay direct to the Kenya Power. Yeah, so those are the main challenges that we have. Major one is finances, and another one is medical care, because children in the children's home like ours have not yet gotten free medical care up to now. So when they get sick, you get to pay cash. Because even if you take them to the government hospital, of course they will check the child, you'll pay even if it's 50 shillings in Kiambu. Then there'll be medicine to buy.
Yes.
And the most expensive medicine, you won't get it in the hospital.
Yes.
So you need to pay for it. But even if you get it, you pay for it. It's a cost sharing thing. Yeah, so that's also another challenge. What I can say, first, let me appreciate all my friends, yourself, Jennifer Mreidi, Judy Kibui, all those friends of mine, yourselves, are friends in Sitam Thika Road, and even Sitam Thika Road as a church. Yeah, thank you so much. They've been a great help to us. PCA Church, SCK, some Catholic friends who come here made buffet for the kids. It was the first time for buffet. So yeah, and Full Gospel, Kiambu. Wow, those guys, they are every now and then guests. SDA Church, my neighbors in Kiamumbi, I cannot forget them. My family members, they're those who have been a great blessing to us, like Danny, Misa, and what have you. And for those who want to partner with us, it will be so nice. We'll really thank God for you, because all of us, even me, I always say, it's not that I'm a director, so I'm the real person. This is God's work. So when we hold hands, that one day a child will stop a V8 or a Prado and say, look at how far I came from, because you guys held my hand. Let us all just come out and hold the children, because children are the ones who are our future, the future of any country. And what I always say is, if you go to the slum areas, if we want any nation to prosper and maybe lessen the crime, let's go and reach out to those children. Let's reach them out. Let's give them hope that you can make it. How do we give them hope? When you partner with us, you are giving hope to a child. Even if it's not us, if you know a child who is in need, I always say, these children are flowers. They can sprout all over the world, and the world will be healed. So go out there, and if you are here somewhere, God has given you a calling like me, there's something I'll tell you, it's only through Christ that you can be able to succeed. It's through God. Without God, you can't. This work is hard. It has a lot of challenges, a lot of trials, a lot of attacks from the devil. But when you have Christ as the main guy, is the main one who is running it, you're just a co-worker with him, he will conquer it all for you. So don't be afraid. Like there I was afraid, but I took up the mantle. Just go out there in faith, step out in faith, and leave the rest to God, and you will see what God will do. Because we have a girl who's going to be a doctor through this, you see. So, and she was not able to go to school, but through Glory Christian, we found her through the Bible clubs, got someone to sponsor her, and now she's going to graduate and become a doctor. We have a man who is about to marry through us. Amazing. So you see, you will heal the land when you get out and reach a child, sponsor a child, pay for the brick 100 shillings, little things that matter. Yeah, so we'll be so grateful to to partner with you.
We've all had a story. We've all had everything from start to stop. There's one thing that guys you need to know. Every kid out there in the streets, they're not harmful. They have stories to tell. So let's always be careful while we are handling them or talking about them. We've had that journey Madam Beatrice has had for 9 years, but she didn't put a stop. She fought, stood by, believed in her purpose, in her vision. On behalf of Kipaji Remolding Reality, I want to take this opportunity to thank you guys, everyone who has stood with these kids from day one till where we are, and those who are purposing to come on board to support these kids. I want to thank you very much. Let's take good care of these kids. They are our kids. Till next time, keep it Kipaji Remolding Reality. God bless you.